Welcome to another segment of our Bay Area Spotlight. This month, we went around and asked our community about their fears. The dictionary definition of fear is defined as the feeling or condition of being afraid. Fear comes in all sorts of different sizes. Some people are scared of spiders, roller coasters, the future, or the fear of not being able to make the next payment for their bills. Fear isn't just one thing, it can be anything. So to anyone who has experienced fear, it isn't fun. It's paralyzing and makes it difficult to move forward with that fear in mind. So what does the Bible say about fear? God said to Joshua in Joshua 1:9, "This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." Did anyone notice that this is a command? It may not be one of the 10 commandments that people often try to memorize, but it is also what God asks of us. Why? God isn't commanding us to not be afraid because He's a tyrant God who wants to tell us what to do. So often, our perspective of God is that He makes us afraid because we deserve it for doing something wrong or doing something that He doesn't like. That's not true. God doesn't use your fears to punish you. In 1 John 4:18, it says, "Where God's love is, there is no fear, because God's perfect love takes away fear. It is punishment that makes a person fear, so love is not made perfect in the person who has fear." So what does that mean? His perfect love for you has the power to take away fear. And God isn't oblivious. He knows that fears have the power to paralyze us. And guess what? He doesn't use that to His advantage. I think something that people need to know is that God doesn't want us to be afraid. That's why He commands us not to. He knows the battle and the weight that fear has over us. He doesn't want fear's authority to reign in us. He wants a spirit of courage and bravery to reign in us. It's so much better than being in fear. Psalm 34:4 says, "I prayed to the Lord and He answered me. He freed me from all my fears." Speaking of fear having the power to paralyze us, God has the power to free you of your fears. So whatever you're facing, whatever you're afraid of, God doesn't turn a deaf ear to your fears. You may not know what to do with your fears, but He does. He knows and He cares. Trust in God's perfect love for you. He can free you of your fears. Just ask and receive and see God work in and through whatever it is that you're afraid of.
And for this topic, we're going to be talking about fear because October, it's spooky season, as we all know. So I'll just ask you 4 questions. Do you like scary movies?
I love scary movies.
Love scary movies? If I may ask, what's your favorite?
The Shining.
The Shining. Ooh, by Stephen King. I haven't finished it.
Yes, it's great.
Mine's Nightmare on Elm Street. I haven't seen that in forever, but that one is so good.
Personal favorite though.
You don't know? Oh, what is it? That's
Alien. It's a classic 70s horror movie. You can never get better than
I like the funny scary movies, so it's gonna be like, I forgot what it's called. It's a haunted house.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, what's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? Drowning.
That is actually scary. I didn't even think of that.
It'd probably be like being forgotten, like when you die, like being nobody there, being like this person was alive type thing.
Mine's insects. I know it sounds weird, but I
That's
always
mine too.
freak out. I'm not a nature person, so I'm like it sounds bad. I like the outdoors, but any insect will freak me out. I run the other way.
I'm fine with insects. I think it's just like snakes. Snakes scare me.
Oh yeah.
I get kidnapped or I get trafficked and nobody knows. My family's totally clueless because I'm not from here. I'm from Hawaii. So if I did get kidnapped here, nobody would know. It's my worst fear. Nobody knows that I'm gone. Nobody notices.
Dying alone.
My own mind.
Wow, alright, that was too Dying. Okay. I feel like you're the last one to say that.
What do you do to overcome your fear? Any fear.
Any
in
fear.
general.
I guess put yourself in a situation where you're kind of surrounded by it. Kind of let it like if you have a fear of water, like, you know, go to the pool every day and swim, you know what I mean? Like, just to kind of put yourself in it and get over it.
Become your fear.
Stay away from spiders.
Stay away from pretty much. Try and face them best way I can.
Yeah.
No, not fearless. Just
Brave.
get out of your comfort zone and stuff.
Yeah.
Try and go for it.
What about you?
I pray.
You pray? Nice. Me too. Well, sometimes.
Do you think you can trust God with your fears?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Can I ask you why?
I was raised in a family that believes in God all my life, so that's just how I was raised.
Yes.
Yes?
100%.
100%?
Mhm.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay.
I do, yeah.
Yeah? Can I ask you why?
Well, I'm Christian. I've always believed in God, so this is how I grew up and
Yeah.
the choices that I made, and it's always helped me, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I ask you why?
Me personally, I'm a faithful person of Christianity. No, I'm a Christian myself, or Protestant, Church of Christ. I've been raised and I've had experiences in cases that one of them is my birth. Either my mom had aborted me or my mother was going to die. She was not supposed to have children in the first place. She got surgery in her young 30s where she was told she was not going to have kids. But here I am.
Miracle baby.
I would say God, you know, can help you through anything if you're just in a low position or you need to get over something. Like, I guess it's something, or, you know, someone you can talk to or like kind of open up to. Yeah.
Well, mine was like dying alone, right? I guess, I don't know. It's like knowing there's always kind of something bigger out there than yourself, and you know, you kind of aren't alone, even if you know you really do feel like it at times. So.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know I was Catholic until I was in high school when I accidentally said "God damn it" in my house and my dad scolded me at it. But it's just, I'm a man of science, but at the same time, I know I should let religion into more in my life, because having something there in the back of my mind that there's something there in the afterlife honestly does help on a day-to-day life, and accepting it is good, but at the same time, I'm not quite sure what to believe. Okay. I do believe there's a higher power, though.
Okay.
I say yes, but it also just depends, because I'm not like super religious, but I do believe in God, and it's like sometimes I do like I'll go to him for like if like I'm like really scared or like something like that. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. Like you also have like, as long as you have somebody with you, or like, you know, like it can also help you overcome your fears as well.
Yeah.
Fears.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes.
I just have trouble with, just because you know you can do it doesn't mean you're good at it.
That is true. That is true. I do struggle with that at times. So
Yeah. We're human, you know?
that's also right.